Hello class, good morning. Today we are going to continue with the lesson that we had. I mean, last session also we had a lesson on interviews and I'll be continuing on this. So let me share my screen with you and we can go on talking about that. Okay, so this, I hope you can see now. So this is the, just give me a minute. Yeah. Um, this is the questions or the discussions that I had sent you. So some interview questions that we should be prepared for because we are very sure that these are the questions that will be coming up. So, I mean, let us go ahead and discuss about them. So this is something which we have all discussed many times in the class also. That tell me about yourself. How should you answer these questions? Now, most interviews start with this question because people are, I mean, this is the most simple question. You launch yourself in that moment, you are given a chance. And at the same time, the interviewers are trying to settle themselves and understand where to go on with your interview, in which direction to move. So it is your duty to tell them about yourself, the focus points about yourself, and at the same time, give them some direction that they can take it. I mean, as I all told you, you may remember that you should be talking about your strong points, you should be giving them scopes to help them ask question on areas where you're actually strong about. Um, Even if you talk about some weaknesses, those weaknesses are not that they are, what should I say, they are your um, serious weakness or maybe something that you are not working about. Okay, so I hope you can see the screen. So the first thing that we have here is, sorry, they say that if you have lack of confidence, it will in showing in yourself, it will be showing. If you start listing all your great accomplishment and talk too much, it will show that you have a big ego, which is not something which anybody needs, not even I mean, helpful if you have a business of your own. Ego is something which you have to keep aside, and then only can you do your work properly. So they want to test these basic things, and they have to find out that there is a good confidence between, good balance between confidence and showing off. I mean, this pretentiousness is nothing but a bit of showing off. So a bit of flashiness, a bit of uh, confidence comes with me being what I am and being confident of what I can do, what I have. So a little bit of showing that is necessary, and that will prove yourself as confident. But the, too much of it will again spoil everything. And here it says that the best way to do this is to prepare an elevator pitch of who you are. In this elevator pitch, you should be skipping your personal history and I mean, given 2 or 3 sentences your career path and how you have come, why or how you have come to this interview or applied for this job. There needs not to be any detail because you can be very sure that the details that you left out are the areas where you will be asked questions about. um, as I said, leave spaces where we can be curious, where the interviewer can be curious and go on asking questions. And You can talk about these areas where we are very confident of. So preparing an elevator pitch is required. Now you may ask me, ma'am, what is a elevator pitch? Well, I'll tell you what is an elevator pitch and go into the details about it in the next class. So let us now go ahead to the next question, because um, I am giving you this opportunity to create your elevator pitch or to talk about yourself in few words. I mean, prepare that. Let us come back to it and see what I have to tell about this thing and what you are preparing yourself. If they come together, you can be very sure that you are really confident about yourself and you have, I mean, done something. You won't miss it ever. It is not something studied that I have guided you only. You have tried your best, and my guidance together will make a greater impact. What do you want to work? Why do you want to work for this company? So, this question is nothing but the company's way of asking if you know about the company and what is uh, being done in the company and what is expected of you. So all these three things are something that they are asking you. Um, and this question tests how well you know what the company is and how passionate you're about that work. So every company, every brand, everything stands for something, and you as I said are a product or a brand. Remember that you are a brand in yourself. So when you are a brand and you apply to some company which is another brand, these two, the person who is hiring you, person who is representing that brand, will try to find out whether the brand you is suitable for that. If they do not match together, they cannot work together, which is a simple logic. So if you are talking about, if you are asked this or similar types of questions, you have to say what is it that you have been doing that drew you to this company, or what is it that you know about this company and what the company does, or what do you think your work description should be, would be in such a company, and where do you fit in that work description. Next is, you where did you hear about this job. um, so this is in addition to this answer. You're just going to hammer home the points that you have made before. So you are such a person that you have been looking out for jobs in certain companies or certain places, and this company is someone which has provided you with such an opportunity. You have been looking into the company websites, looking into places where the company advertises or where such similar advertisement comes up, and even asking your friends and circles related to you to I mean to give you information if they find any, and as a result you have landed in this place. So this is another point, where another question where you hammer home that you have been looking for uh, this opportunity. And even it is a place where you can use some references, because as you know, references is a really nailing point in any company, any organization, any place. If someone is there to tell us that you are a good fit or you are good, then I'll reduce, that will reduce risks for me. I'll stop considering those people who do not have that type of reference or that type of people to tell me that you are good, and rather consider you, because I have some reference point about that. We are all trying to be safe, and this is another safety net that I have attached, that you have attached to yourself, to your resume. And so you have greater chance, not the best chance but greater chance compared to people who are at your level, at your a position of expertise, at your I mean results and all those stuffs. Tell me about something on your resume. So in the resume we put in things which we think is applicable, valuable, and important. So if you don't have something very to highlight which you are very proud of, if you have certain things, either results or skills or training, anything, go ahead and talk about that. If not, um, there may be certain things in your resume that you have written and which you think is uh, applicable for the company. The company requires that type of skills, so go ahead and talk about that. um, and when you talk about those things, you have to find out that that is something which you have real experience about. I mean, you have been working on that area, you have got a certificate on that area, and with that certificate you have done something, something about it. Don't just say something for the sake of it because it applies to the company. No, say something very vital which you have real experience about, or which you are proud about, and you know that it also connects with the company. So all these three things together, and that is what you are going to highlight about. Next is, why are you looking for a job? Or this generally applies, sorry, this generally applies for jobs for positions where people are applying for a second job or change of job. But even then, it may apply for any of us, because you see, in this world, um, there are places, there are opportunities where we can start our own thing. Start, even if it is small, we can start something on our own. That is number one. Number two is, many of our parents are already in that sector, are already doing something. So you may have the opportunity of joining that. Maybe you have mentioned it already as your as something that your family does. And so they will be asking you, why do you why have you decided to join a company and not your own job that you have been doing? So go ahead and tell them that what you think. I mean, it is normal to say that such type of jobs are what I'm interested in, and I would like to gather some experience. So let me give you an example here. I had a student who was studying electrical engineering, and either electrical engineering or electrical and electronics engineering. So he was a student. He was studying pretty. I mean, he was had pretty good results. His parents, I mean, his family had a furniture company. Now, see, electrical electronics guy does not really have something to contribute to a furniture company directly. There may be things, but not directly. Then when he passed, he went for a job, and he always mentioned that he had a family business. There's a family business which he is also taking care of side by side, not his primary focus, but a part of his life. So companies used to ask him why he was looking for a job. And the answer that he gave, or the answer that we discussed and was made, I mean, we had prepared, was that he is an electrical electronics person. So he needs certain experience. The college degree has made him, I mean, well versed in the theories and giving him some ideas on the field work. But he needed more experience in the field work. He was sure that he could contribute better if he could join a electrical company or an electrical electronics company. So a company that applies to that. So the first job that he had was in electrical company where they were installing cables and I mean the power was being distributed and stuff like that. His degree came in handy, and at the same time, while he was talking about all these things, he also said that definitely his focus is to um, do something, develop his furniture in the, uh, furniture organization that they have into something bigger, greater. But he would like to learn the ropes of the business. He would like to have hands-on experience, and he would like to develop other skills that are necessary. Like he was sure that uh, such areas required communication skills, such areas required such certain managerial and leadership skills, because he was someone who had to work on design, who had to work on implementation of the design with his team. So that was very important, and these are the skills which will be always helpful for his career, whether he is in his own business or in any company, any jobs. So that was a great answer that he could get and he give, and he was readily hired. Why should we hire you? You can give, I mean, uh, people generally say things like that. I'm friendly and a hard worker. I am responsible. I am maybe things like communication skills, leadership skills. What is necessary is you have to give a summary of your history and the achievements, and if possible, use numbers, how much you have achieved, and all those things. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Talk about your future goals, and before you go into any job interview, try to formulate a future goal for yourself. Make it as specific as you as can be, because they need your individual touch. They want to understand they are not talking to a robot, they are talking to an individual person who has dreams and hopes and um, things that they want to make successful in their life. So talk about those things and how the present job can be connected to your dreams. Tell me about a conflict you faced at work and how you dealt with it. So here the conflict will not be with the work, at your work, rather it will be at your previous place of work, which in your case is your is your college. So if you want to, what should I say? Um, if you want to talk about certain co-workers, classmates and stuff like that, go ahead and talk about it. Or something that you faced with maybe your instructors, talk about that and how you got over that, how you became successful and solved that problem. Don't keep it open-ended. Don't tell them that that was the problem I faced. No, tell them how it was solved. What is your dream job? Is similar to the answer where you would see yourself in 5 years time. What do you expect out of your team or your co-workers? um, this is something which you have to prepare yourself. um, you have to research about the company, you have to understand what the company requires, what type of co-working relationship are they habituated with, or is the culturally right for the company. So go ahead and talk about that. What do you expect from your manager? So you would be expecting support, you would be expecting encouragement, you would be expecting real estimate of the work that you are doing, so that you can do your work better, that you will be requiring positive help. That is something you have to talk about. how do you deal with stress? Now that is something we've already discussed. It again, the answer is given here. Takes a short breaks and then focus on certain things and get things done. What would the first 30 days in this position look like for you? So um, you have to talk about the things that you think you don't know when you're starting to work. So these are the informations that you would require. What is the work culture? What is the normal time? What is the normal dress code and stuff like that? Or what is the work that you can be given and how would you be planning it? What are the ways done to plan a certain work? So you would be asking questions and at the same time planning for how things can be done at the beginning. Unless and until you prepare an answer for this question, you won't be able to do it. What are your salary requirements? Here, if you see, I have copied it from a place where they are talking about know your worth tool. So you can go ahead and search this, and if you find the answer, use that. If not, just go to the Glassdoor or other review sites and find out what is the general salary of any person in your position. Do you have questions is always the last question. And let me tell you, this is something which you should be prepared to ask. You should have some questions that you would like your interviewers to answer. So go ahead and answer. Ask them a simple question. Don't make it much complex. Don't make it a long question. Don't add 2 3 parts in the question. Just a single question. Go ahead and ask it. Something you want to know about the company, something you want to know about the role that you're expected, something that you want to know about what type of work you are expected to do, or anything like that, and what type of cushion you can get if you are trying to learn certain steps. So go ahead and ask questions regarding that, and definitely think of asking questions. Okay, so I hope I have answered the questions properly and I've given you an assignment. Go ahead and complete the assignment and submit it back to me.